Hey, welcome to my channel. This is Lisa from Arcane and Stellar. I'm so glad you're here today, and I really hope that this reading that looks into 2022 and your love life developments will be interesting for you. So I thought it was a good time to start looking at future predictions for the next year, and we're starting with a love life prediction. I think these are always interesting, and we will be looking at what will be leaving your life, what will be coming in, what will be changing, what will be your biggest developments in love over the next year. So yeah, really fun reading, and I'm excited to be here doing this. I love doing these kinds of readings, so I hope that you guys love it too. If you want to see other themes for 2022, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear if you guys want to see like maybe career predictions or see what kind of is of interest to you guys. We have 4 groups to choose from, so you are allowed to choose more than one. If you're feeling drawn to a gemstone or a pile in particular, more than one, you can listen to both. There could be messages in each one for you. So we have group number 1 here with this Sunset Aura Quartz, group number 2 with Rose Quartz, group number 3 with Angel Aura Rose Quartz, and group number 4 with Smoky Quartz. So lots of quartz here today. So very beautiful gemstones. I hope that you guys find some answers in this reading for yourself, and hopefully there are many things to look forward to. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started, and I'll see you in your reading. Hey friends, if you chose group number 1 here with this Sunset Aura Quartz, this is going to be your reading. So let's find out what is coming for you in love in 2022. So what kind of developments are going to be happening? So I'm going to pull out the cards here, and let's see here. So I remember the order here. All the tarot deck information is going to be down below, or oracle decks, so how you can get a hold of these yourself. I know sometimes people are collectors of decks, and I always try to share that information down below. So okay, let's get started. So first of all, we have what is leaving your love life, and we have the Page of Cups. So this could indicate that some of you might be switching up your crushes, especially for those of you that are single and maybe have had your eye on someone. I really do feel like you guys might be letting go or switching your ideas, kind of going towards someone new. Maybe for some of you that's because you're giving up on the connection, or you just know it's not going to go anywhere. For some, you just might be a little bit on the fickle side, fickly kind of choosing someone else. If you're young especially, I know how young people can kind of switch around and change their ideas. So for some of you, that might be that you're just kind of redirecting your energy. Okay. Now, for others of you, there might be some sort of breakup. I don't want to lie to you about this. So if you feel like if you're in a relationship that's on very, very stormy grounds, and you can kind of already sense that at this time, don't worry yourself, okay? But I could see that perhaps there might be a sort of ending of some kind, okay? Because we do have one of your biggest developments being the Ten of Swords. Now, for some of you, it could be that you're getting over a Ten of Swords thing. So if you have recently kind of broken up, or you're still getting over something, that might be something that you're really working through. The good news is that there will be lots of happiness, and there will be a sense of triumph for you in 2022. So don't worry. And I could see somebody new coming into your life as well with the Page of Wands. So okay, so like I said, it's probably going to resonate differently with everybody, just because, different people, different lives, different stories, different things going on. So, take it intuitively. But I could see also perhaps a healing for some of you. I do feel like there will be a point in 2022 where you do take a time to to yourself, to recover from something. It could be for some of you that it's even a personal life thing that is kind of holding you back, as an example, from searching. So it could be that you get out of the mood for some period of time. The other thing, we have within 1 month, and so I do feel for a lot of you that you'll see developments already in February. Now that's interesting, because at the beginning of January, we're going to be in a Venus retrograde. So, and it's going to be in Capricorn. So for those of you that are watching, some of you might have cardinal energy in your chart where that might be hitting you. Venus retrograde isn't necessarily all bad. It brings plenty of great things, but of course there could be reflection when it comes, because retrogrades bring up re-energy. So re-energize, reunite, reflect, remember, you know what I mean? Like repurpose, restructure. Any kind of re-energy is going to be kind of reward, as an example. So oftentimes we can get rewards during Venus retrograde when we've done things right. Like for me, I remember once I had a Venus retrograde in Capricorn, and it's my 6th house. It was trining my 10th house Mars and Taurus, and I got, on the dean's list at university. So I had some sort of recognition. But it can hit everyone a little bit differently depending on what it's doing in your chart. I will be offering Venus retrograde reports, looking at your specific astrology on my Etsy shop, so keep your eyes peeled for that, because I will have limited spots, because I don't know how many I'll be able to complete. But anyway, yeah, so that's the thing. I feel like some of you, like I said, that retrograde is going to start officially right before Christmas time in December, and so we're going to pretty much have it throughout that month of January, and I have a good feeling a lot of you might be really kind of working through something. Maybe you're taking a break or from dating, as an example, or something or the other is going to be happening. But I think that there will be really good developments within, like, by February, and by then the Mercury, why do I keep saying Mercury? Venus will be out of the retrograde, but there will still be a shadow period, but it's hopefully wouldn't be as intense, right? But yeah, for a lot of you. But yeah, I think within a month you should expect some sort of love developments in February. So I think a lot of you, February, you're going to start to see kickoffs. And the overall, like, I think thing here is that it looks like there's a sense of like pursuing someone or being really excited about somebody. I also could see somebody being very excited in you. I'm going to kind of dig in a little bit on the Page of Wands and see what comes up, because this is what's coming in, the Page of Wands energy. So that's a sense of excitement and playfulness, there could be new developments, new crushes. I think a lot of you might be on the younger side watching this, and you might be like kind of switching your crush to somebody else. Okay. So the Page of Wands, what does this represent as what's coming in? What is coming in with that Page of Wands into the love life in 2022? What's coming in? Oh, interesting. Ooh! It's almost like some of you might not see somebody coming in. You're actually, I think, going to find a long-term partner. Actually, if you're single, you might actually find something that can really grow, a potential relationship that can really grow into a smart pairing, like where it's like you really blend well. Okay, we have the wand energy, so it does tell me there will be a high amount of passion, excitement, and creativity between the two of you. I do feel like a lot of you with the Two of Swords do not see this coming. Okay, so it's probably like, maybe it's someone you don't know yet, you haven't met yet, or again, maybe it's a reunion of some kind that you wouldn't even see coming for some of you. I'm not feeling strong reunion vibes, but like for some of you that could be the case. But I do see that Page of Wands, there's an exciting development in love, I think, in terms of pairing. And like some of you might be fire signs or have strong fire elements in your chart, but it doesn't really have to be that. It really just shows that there will be a passionate connection where you guys are both really growing throughout the year. So I really feel like there's some good stuff happening. There might be, like I said, some sort of feeling of desperation or discontent or perhaps defeat for some of you, but it's not going to last. That's good news. And so don't worry when you get in that mood or something like that next year. And it could be during the Venus retrograde that you feel that in that beginning month where you're kind of pausing or reflecting, and you're just like, maybe you're healing. Some of you are healing, and for others of you might feel kind of down in the dumps or something, just kind of like, oh, is it ever going to happen, or those types of feelings. But what I see here is that I really do feel like there's so many great things, because we have that happiness card. So overall, so many happy developments are going to happen in love. Okay, so don't worry too much about the Ten of Swords or that scary energy, because I think it's something that will dissipate. It's not forever. And I think you'll contemplate it, you'll kind of feel it, and then you'll move on from it, and there will be a sense of excitement again. And I really do feel like for a lot of you, there's a pairing that's coming in 2022 that's going to be really magnetic and exciting and full of like passion and yeah, I feel like there could be lots of adventures between you and that person as well. And I do want to say, I feel like a strong encouraging vibe here, like compassion, sorry, my dog is like, I feel like a lot of compassion in the pairing, like you guys get each other as well, but I also feel like there's just so much like that you'd want to do, and so much encouragement, because we have that triumph over troubles and obstacles. So this tells me that you're going to see things from a different perspective, first of all. So I think there will be a lot of inner growth that you're going to experience in love, and in how you deal with love, and how you deal with, like, you know, that whole realm of your life. But if you're feeling kind of like things have been hopeless this year, I think that things should get better next year, for sure, for sure. And yeah, I do see strong, compassionate possibilities there, and having compassion for yourself as well. Yeah. So we have Temperance here, love life developments, and the Magician. Lots of major arcana energy. So I do feel like there's a lot of development here for you, especially spiritual development. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. So I see something starting off here, and with the Temperance card and the Magician, it might be that you're kind of gaining control of yourself, and of how you're feeling, perhaps. It's like you're sort of coming to peace. I do think this Temperance card really does show a sense of like pulling back or something. So some of you might take a break from someone, or again, you're realigning in some way, and then taking back that control there with the Magician, and manifesting. And I feel like a lot of you, if you feel like your manifestations have not been coming into fruition, this is a good time to reevaluate, especially during that Venus retrograde, what you actually want, what you've been calling in, what's been happening, looking at the patterns, and seeing how to fix it. Even if you're in a relationship and there's been hiccups or difficulties, how can you better go forward, right, in a better way? With the Three of Cups here on the Page of Pentacles too, I do feel like the strong friend vibes, good times. Essentially, I think that you could meet someone through friends, or through friendly activities, like where it's like kind of group activities, like playing games, or I don't know, going out in a group setting. I could definitely see that. But I see plenty of parties, and like maybe get-togethers, and meeting new people, and kind of a general sense of happiness. And again, with that Page of Pentacles, I do feel like that Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles is showing that something more stable is coming your way as well, where there might be actual like legit developments, for sure, towards something stable. So beautiful. I love it. Very nice. And I like seeing the people cards here, because it kind of shows that you'll have people in your life. Like there are love prospects, there are love interests as well. I'm going to go ahead and take some charms, because I haven't done those in a while, huh? And we'll go ahead and see what comes through here for your love life. So group number 1's love life in 2022. What's happening? Okay, let's stop there. So we've got, ooh, the mushroom from Mario. We've got Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. We've got a shell. Ooh, the shell, this is an Aphrodite shell for me, so it does show like love developments and beauty. Okay, so again, this could be like highlighting that you're going through like a kind of an Aphrodite-like time where love is developing. We also have the watermelon. This is interesting. Okay, I want to kind of pull these out, and then I'll tell you what I think. Okay. Ooh, okay, so we have key developments happening here with the key. Okay, so definitely there are key developments and key relationships opening up, doors closing, doors opening, that sort of thing, putting the lock on certain doors and opening up new ones. We also have this angel here, which I've never even seen this charm, but there's an angel here. So I do feel like you have an angel around you that's really helping orchestrate the right moves, the right things into your life. Okay, so almost like an angelic guidance or spiritual guidance. And the feather too here. Watch out for feathers, you know, as signs in regards to your love life. Okay, and I also feel like with the feather, I kind of, when I see that, I see like a feather kind of floating, and you know how it's kind of erratic, but then it eventually lands where it's supposed to be. So I don't know, that energy seems somehow prominent here, maybe where you feel like it's a little bit out of control from the surrounding elements, but then it lands peacefully in the right spot. The Eiffel Tower could indicate travel, foreign travel, someone French perhaps, French language, a French restaurant. There could be some sort of stuff there. Now, for some of you, there could be an international person or an international type of thing going on, okay? Some sort of developments that way. And the wand. So again, magician, it is what you make it. You know, life is going to be what you make it. So again, making sure you choose the right actions, take accountability for your actions, and make sure you are, you know, trying to manifest the right things into your life too. So again, I think you could be kind of working through that as well. We have love, so getting struck in the heart is definitely something that's going to happen here. There is a love connection coming in. We also have the hummingbird here. So I think of hummingbirds as quite flitty and fast and exciting. And so again, I think there could be a lot of busyness as well, and like lots more. And I do see hummingbirds as quite social. They kind of like go around together and play around. So there could be a playful energy as well. And then we have this cactus here. It says you can survive anything. So I will tell you guys that there is something painful. Like I think you're going to be healing through something, or you're going to feel like you're cursed or something. But just know that you are getting through it. And the watermelon too tells me that sometimes getting something sweet takes some challenges. We got seeds in the watermelon, you know, you got to spit them out. And so some of you might have felt like you had to spit some bad ones out, or, you know, like, why is it so challenging, or why is my relationship been challenging, or why is this, and, you know, that type of thing. But I do feel like that's gonna, you know, it's definitely improving. We also have that mushroom. Let's not forget the Mario mushroom. So in Sally too, Sally's a dreamer, and she's a very helpful person. And again, maybe this is about you finding that supportive person. And there's a lot of compassion there with Sally as well, with that card, Sally. So feeling more compassionate connections and feeling compassionate towards the right people too. But that mushroom, I think, really implies like something new, like a new beginning, because the mushroom in Mario is like when you get another life, right? And you get a sized up. Well, actually, it's a sized up, because the green mushroom is the one that gives you another life. The red one is the one that gives you like an up level. So it's like you're leveling up in some way. You're sort of advancing as well. So some of you might also have an advancement in a current relationship, but you might have some sort of struggle with that, possibly. But I think it would all turn out for the best anyway. But anyway, that is what I'm seeing for those of you that chose 2022. Chose group number 1. Oh, my speaking skills sometimes. I just don't know what to do about them. Anyway, I hope that this reading finds you well, and I hope that it gives you some encouragement. Don't worry about the dark times that you might experience or the reflection. It's all good. It's all good, and it's going to turn out for the best. Okay? So don't worry about it. And sending you lots of love. A beautiful, blessed 2022 in love, and I hope all your dreams and wishes come true in this next year, okay? So take care, and I will see you on the next reading. Hey friends, if you chose group number 2 here with this rose quartz, this is going to be your reading. So let's find out what developments are coming in love for 2022. I'm going to go ahead and set the cards out here. We have sexual compatibility. That's pretty nice. We have the Queen of Swords, the Chariot, and the Emperor. Oh, nice. Okay, so I see a good lover for a lot of you. Okay, we have the Fair Man and the Horse, as well as confidence. So this is so interesting. Now, if you've been feeling a bit jaded in regards to love, okay, in this particular year, maybe you feel like things haven't gone right, you've been a little bit critical, or I don't know, maybe there's been arguments or kind of like a more negative energy towards love, that's going away, okay? That's nice. I see you guys traveling towards someone. And I think for a lot of you, like 99% of you, there will be something in regards to some sort of trip, okay? Not only do we have the Chariot, which to me right away screamed travel, but when I was shuffling further, the Horse came out, which talks about short journeys. So I feel like a lot of you might be commuting to see somebody in particular. So you might be at, like, it doesn't even have to be far away distance, but there is some sort of journey in regards to love. Okay, so I do think some of you will be taking a trip with someone, or you'll be taking a trip to see someone. You could be having somebody who lives in a nearby city. They're talking short journeys, so I wouldn't say this is like, and the chariot too implies like a more short journey, like maybe like a car drive away or something like that. Nothing too crazy. But I have a good feeling you guys are going to be having a connection with somebody who's at a distance a bit. So we also have that, okay, so with the Queen of Swords, like I said, that's the energy that's leaving. And so, again, I think this could be, the Queen of Swords, I think out of all the queens, can be a little bit more on the skeptical side, a little bit more unemotional. So it might mean that for some of you, you've been unemotionally attached. Some of you might have been, in fact, a little bit like in a negative sense of love. Maybe you've been a little bit jaded, or again, maybe you've been critical of like hookups or something along those lines, or a little bit worried there. Some of you might have felt like you haven't really exactly been able to sort of connect to anyone as well. We have the Queen of the Wands and the Empress as well. So, oh, let's see, something dropped. Oh, the Six of Wands. This is interesting. So we have the Six of Wands, Empress, and the Queen of Wands showing up here with the Queen of Swords as what's leaving. So again, this could be about self-criticism. Like I said, it could be sort of that feeling of emptiness or not feeling like you're having what you want, that sort of thing. Social hookups for some reason. I don't know if some of you have had some sort of difficulty in like online dating or something like that, or profile stuff, like, you know, like where it's like more social media based. I don't know, like Tinder or something like that. Maybe for some of you that might indicate that you're kind of cutting that out, and trying to meet people other ways, or as well. Okay, or you might be reassessing it or something like that too. Maybe if you've been closed-minded to those things, you might open up your mind a little bit in that direction too. Okay, so it depends on the person watching, but I think that the sense of coldness is going away. So if there's been like a cold atmosphere, a critical atmosphere, even in regards to yourself, to others, to maybe what you've been experiencing, that's going away, certainly. And it looks like some good stuff's coming in. So we have the Chariot. So this is about forward movement, adventure, travel, perhaps. There's forward developments, essentially. And it seems like towards a person. Now, for some of you, you're already in a connection. As an example, this could be about going towards that person. Maybe if you were kind of skeptical and you weren't sure if it was going to work out, this could be telling you things are going to be moving forward with that person. Okay, so that's specific too, for some of you. So don't get too worried if with that card in general, because for some of you, if you've been feeling sort of skeptical towards someone or a connection, this actually could start to move forward, especially via travel. If you're at a distance, that's going to definitely be a message for you. The Emperor is a wonderful card because that's like going to be the biggest development. So for many of you, there's a masculine energy perhaps coming into your life, or there's developments with a masculine. Now the Emperor can be the husband card. Okay, we also have Fair Man. So for a good portion of you, this is representing a masculine energy. Of course, not for everyone, as well. For some of you, it could be representing your masculine energy as like kind of going towards somebody. But I see a really good sexually compatible relationship for you in 2022. And with the Emperor, I'd like to think that this can go somewhere further, because usually the Emperor is like, you know, represented as like a husband-like figure. We may have the High Priestess coming out, so I would say it's probably a little bit of a mystery on how that will develop for you guys, but I do see somebody coming in. The High Priestess is one that doesn't always like to show. In predictive readings, it can kind of show secrets, or it's still a mystery, and I mean, with such a general reading for so many people, I don't think it would be very fair for me to like say, oh, you're all marrying somebody next year, or you're finding your partner, your mate, your life partner. That just probably wouldn't resonate for everyone. But in this group specifically, but I do think that you're going to have a sexually compatible partner. Okay, that's one thing I want to say. And again, there's that Fair Man showing up. So it says dealings with a relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Again, that short journey. If you're already in a partnership, it could be that you and your partner are exploring your sexual compatibility a little bit more. You might have more developments there. You might be feeling more attracted if you've been in a lull. It depends on your connection, but definitely see this all is good. Okay, so that's the nice thing. I think this is all looks fairly good. Confidence is coming in too, so you might be feeling a little bit more confident and sure of yourself when it comes to your love life as well. And that might come be another person. You might be making a really good connection with somebody where you finally feel like understood, heard, seen in a way that boosts your confidence as well. So not that I think that when we talk about, of course we should always get confidence from inside of ourselves, but there's no way that we cannot say that other people do not affect our confidence. It's natural part of human existence to kind of look towards others to get that boost, and there's nothing wrong with that either, exactly, as long as we're not only looking towards other people. The right connection will boost your confidence, and I think that might be coming in for you, where there's somebody kind of honorable, even if it doesn't end up being long term. I mean, I don't want to make any predictions on that, like I said, because I don't feel like that's something I'm meant to kind of tell you guys in this group, due to the spirit. It's just like not something that's supposed to be seen right yet. But I think that this is an honorable person. So no matter what, it's like you'll feel honored and respected in some way by somebody, especially in the sexual department. So that's I think, very nice to see. Oh, let's see, what else? Okay, the Chariot. So what's coming in with the Chariot? Let's talk a little bit more about that, because I definitely see a person being a development. But oh wow, the star, beautiful. So the star coming in indicates hope. Oh wow, this is beautiful. So we have the star and the strength card, so lots of major arcana, which tells me probably a lot of long-term developments as well, things that kind of play out over the year, like lots of inner growth. Ooh, and the death card too. What is the death card? Oh, nice. Okay, so conflicting energies, perhaps getting let go of old things, old hurts, old wounds. I feel like you're so much stronger, so much more confident. I feel like soul connections are coming in. I personally, as a reader, I have my own things that I've always kind of looked at. The strength card to me represents like very strong soul, kindred spirit connections. I don't know what label you want to put on it, but I do feel like it sort of shows that patient, a dedicated connection that develops slowly and is mature. So I feel like a lot of you are really getting that in this next year, and letting go of old hurts, old pain. Some of you might be renewing a relationship, fixing it if you're in one, or developing it further. It might be a time where you can kind of let go of the old and bring in the new energy. And I just feel like there's so many wonderful, beautiful developments for you in 2022, I have to say, with this, especially when I asked the death card, what is it? What's being let go of? And the Five of Swords. So it's pain, like arguments, strife. If you've had like ups and downs there, it's like you're letting go of that. And for some of you, it might be because you're really not allowing that kind of crap in your life anymore too. Now, let's get some charms. I'm doing charms this time because I never do them, and I love charms. And I think they're so much fun. And I don't know. Sometimes I don't know why I don't do it. I guess I get busy or something, I'm not sure. So group number 2, love life developments for 2022. Let's see. Oh wow, we got a few. Oh, what's so interesting is the mushroom toxic. Mushrooms can be sometimes poisonous and stuff like that, but they also can be very enlightening as well. So I feel like this is kind of like with the vibe we've gotten so far from the cards, is really showing that you're kind of releasing toxic energies of maybe beliefs about yourself. I think that I think blue is like a healing in my mind, and it relates to me to like air energy, and that's just my personal, look at it. But it's like open communication, getting things off your shoulders, letting go and healing from maybe old words, things that have been said, that sort of deal. Oh, we also have this little child card. I mean, a charm card. It's really tiny. That's so cute. Some of you, watch out maybe for pregnancy for some of you with that sexual compatibility. Some of you might find find that in 2022 in a relationship. Okay, let's see what else. Paris! What the hell? Okay, group number 1 had the Eiffel Tower show up as well. So maybe there's a connection to Paris or France or foreign countries, Europe in particular as well. So, and there could be travel. Again, I think that's going to highlight the travel. And for some of you, you might be in Europe and you might be going to a nearby country as well, you know, for the short journey. Not all of you, but yeah, I think some of you. We also have Virgo. Virgo showing up. Practicalities. So Virgo could mean that there will be more developments. Okay, let's see. What would I say with Virgo? Well, this could mean cleaning up and kind of like reorganizing life in general. This could be about Virgo's the ruled by Mercury, so of course there could be more communication, more daily communication coming in as well. This could also mean meeting somebody maybe through like a trip of some kind, a business trip or a work trip or something along those lines as well. It might be that somebody with Virgo placements is, for somebody, this could be a confirmation of your own Virgo placements or somebody else's that will be coming into your life as well. So let's keep that open ended a little bit. I think Virgo in the 6th house is really good for relationship. Actually, I know it's not always the most exciting, but I see it so much in long-term synastry. You'll hear a lot of people shit on it, but even my partner and I have a lot of 6th house stuff, and we've been together for like 18 years, and I've just seen it in a lot of because it's like the daily grind. Like, you do things together, you handle the bills and you do the daily routine, so it's very common in long-term relationships. So I say it's a pretty good energy, and it's also about communication and stuff like that too. So I do think that's opening up for you. We also have the key here. So key events are happening. Group number 1 also had a key come out, a different one. This is very soul contracty. It has this red thread here, and it always makes me think of like really strong sexual encounters, first of all. But they're like keys to opening up your development. Some of you could really be healing maybe some sexual problems as well. By the way, if you've had some sort of sexual trauma or sexual issues, baggage that we carry sometimes in regards to sex and our sex life, I really could see some great development, some key things happening. And I see healing as well. Some of you might be getting, we have hope here with the ribbon. And so again, the ribbon, to me, well, obviously we use those for, what's it called? Like kind of like remembrances or, what is it called? Like the community kind of organization. It's like awareness. Wow. Okay. So again, awareness and hope could be coming in with that star energy that came out in regards. And also you might be able to kind of guide somebody else or somehow kind of unlock something in regards to that, especially for those of you that have had some sort of trauma or something like that too. And the butterfly tells me tons of beautiful developments, kind of blossoming, feeling more confident, like feeling like I feel like that's going to be something. So maybe some of you are making changes to your outer appearance, or you're doing things that kind of boost your confidence. Maybe it's inner work and stuff like that too, where you're just really blossoming. And you know what's so funny is my friend, one of my viewers, got me this book set off of my wish list. Oh, darn it. And it's The Summer I Turned Pretty, and it's almost like that came to my mind, and it's right here next to me. I haven't even got to open it yet. I'm so excited to read this. This is a really good series, guys. If you like, it's young adult, but it's really good. And I was going to say that, like, that's a whole thing about where she starts to feel like interested, and like it's just such a beautiful, like, kind of awakening book of teenage years. So I definitely would encourage this if you do like to read and you like this kind of book. But I was going to say that I really feel like for some of you, it's like the summer you turn pretty. Like, it's like you start to feel pretty again, or at all, if you felt kind of like, we have those years where we just feel better. And so it might be for some of you, you're having developments in your body or something that make you feel better, or again, you just might feel generally on the inside. It's going to be different for everyone, but I feel like this sort of beautiful, like, energy where it's just like you're going to be magnetic as well. And we have the Elephant, so it tells me about long-term loyalty, honestly. And we have that Starfish, so there's sort of that expansive energy too. And then look at this, we have the little tulips in the basket. So friendship and love and meeting people through other people, very nice energy for that. And then we have love and beloved. So I do feel like a lot of you for some of you, second chances here, because we have the green Mario thing, so it's usually a second life, second chance as well. So this could be like redevelopments and stuff like that, or retries, or that sort of thing. And then with like love and beloved, like I said, I do see good energy coming in. We also have the service award 2 years, so that's interesting. I don't know what that might mean for some of you. Maybe you're in a 2-year relationship, or I don't know. We'll keep it open. It could mean developments around the 2nd, or around the 2nd month, perhaps February, or things like that. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for those of you that chose group number 2. I really hope that this reading brought some insight to you. I was so excited to do it, and I love this reading. I think that you guys are definitely going to have some kind of nice partnership next year, or, you know, improving a current one, that type of thing. I just see good development, so very, very nice, and wish you all the very, very best. I'll see you on the next reading, okay? Bye-bye. Hello, my friends. So you chose group number 3 with this Angel Aura Rose Quartz. This is going to be your reading. Beautiful, shiny little stone. I don't know if you can see it clearly, how shiny and pretty it is, but it is, let me tell you. So what are your love life developments in 2022? So what's happening in your love life? We're going to be looking at it. So we have minor setback, express yourself more clearly. This is a really actually good reading. I remember some of the cards that came out here. We have marriage and announcement, 9 of Wands as what's leaving, the Star as what's coming in, and the King of Blades as what is going to be the major development here. And then we have elegance. So wow, okay, so this is pretty good. I feel like a lot of you are going to be able to really heal current connections if you have one. With the Knight of Wands, we might have sort of a stance of boundary. So some of you might have been kind of not talking to someone, or kind of having walls up between the two of you, and I could see that healing a lot for so many of you watching. That could definitely be something that heals. So you could be like letting your guard down, okay, is what could be happening. And if you're single, of course, I could just be letting your guard down and letting love come in. Or again, it might feel like maybe the walls of like life are kind of going down, you know, like the boundaries that you felt are going down. So it's going to resonate a little bit differently with everyone, but I really feel like a lot of you could be healing a connection in particular. Okay, so the King of Blades obviously is a King of Swords type of energy. So there's some sort of development with the perhaps King of Swords type. Okay, so this could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, possibly. We'll see what happens. I'm going to pull some cards to kind of clarify there. But I feel like generally what's coming in is hope, healing. So some of you might be really healing a relationship with somebody of that nature, I really feel. We also have marriage, and so some of you might be kind of meeting a marriage partner, working on a marriage if you're currently married. You know, you might be developing into that if you're already with somebody as well. So some of you might also be getting married in 2022 actually, and there's sort of just a beautiful, if you've had any setbacks in your relationship, I feel like there's great expression coming in, good clarity, honest communication, really honestly, like it's good. Okay, some of you might even feel elegant. I feel like some of you actually watching, there might just be a few of you, but you might actually really be getting married next year. You probably would already be aware of that energy if you are getting married, obviously. But again, some of you might be currently married and healing some rifts between you and your partner. For others of you, like I said, the walls are kind of going down and things are looking a little bit more hopeful. And next year we have Jupiter in Pisces and Aries. So if you have for the Libra risings and stuff like that, we could definitely see developments there with Jupiter in the 7th. Going into the 7th, midsummer. It'll kind of go back into Pisces and switch around, but some of you, if you're Libra risings, and you might be experiencing that. I don't know why I specifically called out Libra risings. Of course, Leo risings too have Aquarius. So again, although they will be kind of experiencing more of the 8th and the 9th house transit of Jupiter, they also have Saturn in the 7th, which can bring, in the right chart, actually stability to connections too. So yeah, I definitely see some sort of good development with relationship. There some sort of announcement too. We'll look and see what is this. Okay, so definitely with the Nine of Wands, I don't feel like I need to look into that too much. I feel like the boundaries are going away, essentially. Maybe the walls that have felt like they're in place, or whether it's, you know, you're not talking very well to someone, or feeling like there's a blockage, or in love or in a certain relationship. I think that's just, that's leaving, okay? Now the Star. What's coming in with the Star? Well, we see hope and possibility, healing, possible. Oh, wow, Temperance. So this could be a more peaceful atmosphere. The Temperance card can talk about peace. Wow. If you've had disruptions, there's more peace and hope coming in. That's for sure. A more loving atmosphere. Queen of Cups here. So this could be feeling peacefully content, more so than you ever have. Maybe if you've had some sort of tough time in this past year or something like that, or you've gone through some sort of setbacks or difficulties, I feel like hope, peace, moderation, and just a good, like, there's just like a calmness. So I don't know exactly what your story's going to be for all of you, but I can tell you, like, you're going to feel more peaceful and more loving perhaps too. The Temperance card is a beautiful card in relationship because it can talk about being more careful with our words, moderating things a little bit better. It can also be about really nice tantric energy and sort of like really being sexually compatible on a soul spiritual level with somebody as well. So this is almost just like feeling more peaceful with your love life in general and more hopeful. So depending on what, that's going to, like I said, overall good for whoever's watching. Just know that things are going to feel more better than they have, okay? Now, the King of Blades, let's see. So we have that announcement, which I really want to look at too and see what that is representing. Now, the King of Blades, of course, is going to represent like this sort of air-like quality. So communication's really highlighted, and partnership, and like talking things out. So with that, express yourself more clearly. If you feel like you haven't been able to express yourself more clearly, you feel like there's been setbacks in relationship or something like that, I could definitely see somebody coming forward and expressing themselves towards you, or you being able to express yourself openly with somebody you're with, or you develop something with. We have a person showing up, so that's the major development is in regards to a person, okay? This is a person card right here. So that tells me someone's in your love life in 2022. Okay, so King of Blades. Okay, so what's happening there? What's the major development surrounding that King of Blades? For group number 3. Whoop. Oh, the Hierophant. Okay, again, some of you getting married, or you're working on a partnership, or you're kind of finding peace in something here. Hold on, let's see. Too many cards. What's happening? I feel more direction coming in here. Wow. Okay, sorry. I kind of got about a bunch of cards here. They kind of all work in my mind. Okay, so we'll go through this. So here, I feel like things are kind of moving forward. You might be doing something traditional. I really feel like some of you really would get married or something like that, or be working through something that's been unclear. Again, I could see a lot of healing coming in here. I could see trips or movement in regards to partnership as well with the Chariot. Some of you might be moving or just moving forward metaphorically towards something more serious. I could also see a lot of hopes and dreams and possibilities kind of discussed, talking real future plans with somebody as well. And I feel like there might be somebody who's being a little bit more mature. So if you have somebody in your life, like a masculine energy especially, but it doesn't have to be, but that King of Swords energy up here, and the Page of Swords and the Nine of Wands, I feel like someone's talking more clearly. Or there's more clear communication and something like that. Like it's like you're somehow able to kind of communicate more better as well, and kind of work things out with somebody in particular. So for those of you, especially with existing relationships, I think this could be pretty good news about that. There also could be an announcement that causes some changes too. Let's see what the announcement is about, because I'm kind of curious. Okay, the announcement card. What is that? What kind of announcement? I really do feel like for some of this is wedding bells announcement, like that type of thing. But what's the announcement? Oh my god. Hold on, let me keep shuffling because that's just a mess. The announcement. Oops. Interesting. So whatever this announcement is, it does seem to, this could involve the future and possibilities of the future. Hold on, let me just try to reach this card. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that came out reverse, Five of Wands. And okay, so here we have like perhaps letting go of previous arguments for some of you, or previous problems. Like this might be about really just letting it out, letting it go. With that expression yourself more clearly. Again, it might be that you're kind of expressing some annoyances or difficulties, kind of moving past these things. I think that there is a desire to sort of talk about the future here too. I think there will be a lot of future plans made as well. Announcements about future developments. And I do feel like there's also something that's positive here with the Nine of Swords. Like a positive development, something maybe you've been worried about. It's like you're moving out of that energy. I feel like for a lot of you, something astrologically is happening in your love life. Like there's something going on in your chart. Like you're having some kind of transits that kind of affect the love houses or relationship houses. Okay? So yeah, and I think for the most part, it's going to be positive as well. Anything that's sort of stagnant, it's like you're going to be moving out of that stagnant energy, I feel like too, if you've been feeling kind of stuck in some way. Absolutely. So this is nice. Oops. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and take some charms as well, because I haven't been taking charms in my readings very, very much lately, although I love doing them, but I haven't in quite a while. Okay, let's see here. So group number 3, what's happening in love? Oh, my thing feels so warm. Okay, I'm just letting you guys know, I don't even look in there when I'm doing it. I'm looking here. So just so you know, like I totally randomly grab these. Okay, and just go with what I feel. That's why you might see me shifting around a little bit. Just letting you know how I do it. Some of you are going to get pregnant. I'm telling you. Oh my God. Some of you are going to have a baby next year. Oh, look at this. No way. Made with love. When I saw that made with love, I was like, oh, there's a baby for someone. And then there's a baby carriage that came out too. So that's definite confirmation. Some of you might be having a baby. Oh my goodness. Especially if you've been hoping and wanting that. Or you might decide to go in that direction. You might start talking about it with your partner. Or, yeah. Oh my God, there's a kid card too. I mean, a kid charm. I keep calling them cards. What the hell? Something's wrong with me. There's a child. Oh my God, some of you are going to have a baby. Or developments of the child. Maybe for some of you, someone has a child. But, well, I got this song in my head when I saw this charm, so I'm just gonna say Give Me a Reason. I think it is that song with Pink and that guy. Just give me a reason, just a little. That song, I don't know all the lyrics, but that song comes up when I saw this, so it might mean something to somebody. I'm just letting you know. This elephant's got a broken leg, and I think of elephants as very loyal. And so again, this might be loyally sticking something out or trying to kind of work through something with somebody. We have fish energy showing up too, interestingly enough. So Pisces energy. So somebody might have some strong Pisces. There also could be far distant places, different countries involved here, maybe travel of some kind. 12th house Pisces can kind of represent that, foreign places as well. And also resting and maybe going to a new location, kind of like, so some of you might go on vacation with your person. Maybe there's a honeymoon for some of you. That we have the compass and this ship thing. The thing that steers the ship. What's it called? I can't think. It's not an anchor. I can't think of my lingo. Whatever. You know what it means. It means that there's direction happening. Things are changing. It's like you're shifting directions, but I think it's for the positive, to be honest. There could be a lot of spiritual healing too. And lots of, there are keys, there are like freaking 3 keys in this reading. What in the heck? 3 keys. So this is definitely telling me that so many key events are going to happen in 2022 for you. Like, wow. And they're very faded, and they're with you guys are with somebody for good. You're meeting the one, or you're fixing things with the one, or you're doing something with the one. This is like big stuff right here. And we have this heart with the rose as well. So again, love is being highlighted. We also have a Hello Kitty with the guitar. So maybe music. Some of you might look at, she's almost like wearing a sombrero. I wonder if some of you might go to Mexico, or I don't know. She also gives me Hawaiian vibes as well. I don't know why. I'm sorry, I'm looking at it myself and not showing you. Yeah, look at my mascara. I got mascara on my finger when I was doing Halloween, and like it won't come off. It's like I tried everything. It's like coming off little by little. But yeah, this Hello Kitty, again, someone might be into music. Or you might go to a concert with this person, something like that. The starfish too. There's a lot of sea stuff coming up here as well. So I'm almost thinking you might go to the seaside with somebody, or something in regards to the ocean, maybe long distance travels. Treasure Island too, what the heck. So some of you might literally go to an island next year, or a sea place, like a seaside place, that sort of thing. Wow, that's like really prominent here as well. And some of you might be finding that treasure. We also have the cameo, which is very beautiful. Some of you might be getting pictures taken with your person, or there might be a lot of like pictures taken or something like that. That elegance card too, it might be that you guys, some of you really are getting married here. And it's like you might be getting your picture taken for the wedding or that kind of stuff. But there's also, I think, a lot of admiration and beauty, feeling beautiful, feeling admired by someone that's showing up here too. Wow, this was a very interesting group. Like, holy smokes, this is probably one of my most interesting ones. Ooh, I'm so excited to hear what you guys think and like what you have to say. Please tell me in the comments below what's going on. Like, so I feel like some of you have to be in a partnership of some kind already. Not all of you. But there has to be a good portion of you that are. So I would say really good developments there. Wow, beautiful. So anyway, I will go ahead and go. Looking forward to my next reading with you all. And thank you so much for being here. See you next time. Hello, my friends. If you've chosen Smoky Quartz with group number 4, this is going to be your reading. So Smoky Quartz is quite cleansing, so I do feel like a lot of you might be cleansing things. I intuitively grabbed this one, and it actually didn't even vibe, like, I mean, looks wise with the other ones, although it was a quartz too, but I kind of grabbed that one out of all of them. So I think it means something in this case, you know, that it was a little bit different than the rest. And yeah, so good cleansing, protective properties there. Oh, wow. Okay, I kind of forgot what had been pulled here. So, let's see. King of Swords in reverse. Queen of Wands in the upright. And the, Nine of Pentacles as well. And we have Bread and Star. Oh, we have 2 cards. I didn't see that. Dreams and Affection. Okay, interesting. Let's go ahead and check it out. What's coming in. So, who is leaving your life, or what's leaving your life? We have the King of Swords in reverse, so this could be a toxic individual. Okay, some of you might be leaving someone behind, or there's somebody that is no good that's leaving your life, actually, or it might be a mindset for some of you as well. Okay, so don't think it will mean for all of you you're breaking up with someone or you're leaving someone behind. It could be a mindset change. The King of Swords, obviously, in the reverse is going to be a little bit more on the negative side, you know, having more qualities of criticism. And if you've had somebody in your life that hasn't been very healthy for you, that you could be leaving that connection behind, though, I have to say. Now, what's coming in? The Queen of Wands, passion, excitement, zest for life. I could see a lot of you focusing a lot on career in the next year. And I know that's not really to do with your love life, but I think that oh man, this group feels like it's going to be a lot more self-protective next year, is one thing I want to say, like in a good way. It's not in the building up the walls way. It feels like it's like you're focusing, I think, a lot on yourself and your developments. We'll see. We'll see what comes through, okay? We have affection and dreams, so I have to say that you might be kind of focusing on manifesting some of your dreams into reality, and you're kind of putting the action into it. So I could see, like, okay, so obviously we have no and player. Like, that's hilarious that they came out in that order. So it's like no to players, no to player energy, no to games. It looks like you're not putting up with anything. And even if it's yourself, like you notice that you've been the one who plays games, or you're the one who's difficult. Some of you, maybe a few of you, have kind of realized that maybe you have some sort of impact on how your relationships have been going or what's been developing. So you might be saying no to that. I'm not playing no more games with people. I'm not gonna, wait for them to message me. I'm not gonna, like, test people. That's just for a few of you, okay? Not for all of you. But again, yeah, like definitely seeing a clearing out of negative bullshit is what I see. Okay, so whether that's going to be a person, an attitude of yours, a style of person you tend to go after, or you notice, that's going out the window. And I do, like I said, see with the Queen of Wands, like strong. Now for some of you, this might be a person coming in. Okay, it could be a new partner coming in. With the Queen of Wands here, maybe a fire energy or a fiery-like person, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Again, this could be embracing your own confidence and kind of going for I feel like a lot of you do have like strong career moves going on next year. So that might be something that you're really focused on. Now, if you're already in a partnership, this could be, of course, an indication of like more affection coming up into the connection, more possibilities. Like maybe again, if you're doing a lot of healing work in relationship, of course, I could see good developments happening, maybe more stability coming in as well. So it's going to depend a little bit on where you're at in life, what your connection is. So I try to pull through those specific messages for people. If it's not yours, just don't take it. But it might be important to someone to hear. You know what I mean? So let's just respect everyone's message. Let's see here. With this King of Swords energy leaving, what's up? Anything further about that development? Anything more about that King of Swords and reverse energy? Oh. Ooh. So this is, again, I think kind of confirming what I already said. If you do have, like, somebody in your life that's been a bit toxic, but difficult, again, that King of Swords in reverse is going to be more of the negative attributes of that King of Swords. So a little bit more critical or mean, or the words can be harsher. The emotions can be a little bit blocked. I have to say this looks like a little bit more peacefulness in regards to that. So for some of you, you might be healing with somebody like that. There might be a renewal of some kind, or a sense of peace and forgiveness, perhaps letting down the boundaries a little bit. For others of you, you might be moving away from someone like that. So it's going to kind of depend, you know what I mean? Like some of you might be kind of finding more peace in yourself when you realize that you've been kind of difficult, as an example. So again, I think this just kind of highlights exactly what I've already said, sort of, and what I've pulled through the King of Swords in reverse. Now that Queen of Wands, let's see what that's all about. That's what's coming in. So Queen of Wands, more excitement, more adventure, more attraction. Let's see, more confidence. What's that Queen of Wands represent for group number 4? What's coming in 2022? Knight of Pentacles. Again, I think a lot of you are chasing money. You are going after some goals. I think you'll also see developments in these directions too. Yep, you're moving towards some goals. I think some of you might be starting new things that actually have a lot of potential. Some of you might be switching up careers or developing in the career you're already in if you're happy where you're at. That's good, it totally depends. I feel like there's a lot of financial messages coming through. So I don't know if finances are important to you guys or your stability, but I want to say that things look really bright in that direction, okay? Again, I could see like really good creative projects coming in. I also see potential for like new love as well for some of you, or again, working things out currently as they are as well. So like Six of Swords as well can talk about like kind of moving past hurdles, blockages, painful things. It's like, it's like you'll get past this storm sort of energy, and you'll get past this thing, and so I see like for some of you there could be like that renewal energy, or like that it's for some of you there's really a new love interest coming in that has some potential. Okay, so again, kind of keep it where you're at in your life, you know what I mean? But that's positive. It's beautiful. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So what's going to be the biggest development? Well, that's like security. So I really, like I said, do feel like a lot of you are very much focused on the prosperity aspect of your life and what you're doing. With the bread here, it's a period of prosperity and abundance, so, and then guaranteed success. So I feel like a lot of you are really working towards something, and that's going to be your biggest development. It might not even be in your love life. It might be in your career. Okay, maybe your love life's fine. For some of you, it might be that your love life is fine, everything's freaking fine, and you're focusing on your dreams right now. And that's actually what you need to hear, is that your dreams are coming true. You're going to feel supported. You're going to be going for things. We have affection here, so I do see affection coming in. And dreams, I just feel like a lot of you are, it's like I said, this is a mixed bag here. I feel like just definitely listen to what you're going through when I mention it, and see that that is going to be kind of what's happening for you. But I do see a strong career focus for a lot of you. What else do I want to ask about? Yeah, no players, no playing games. Like, you're not doing that. Again, some of you might have been the one that's been kind of difficult, or you realize like maybe you haven't always been the perfect person, or none of us are. So you might be cutting that out. Yeah, letting go of previous burdens and difficulties, things that have weighed you down. I could definitely see so much cleansing going on here, and so much more inner strength coming. So I feel like you're going to be, oh gosh, I get that song from Simon and Garfunkel in my head, I Am a Rock. That song is coming to me, and that's, I don't know, go look up the lyrics to that if you'd like, because I think that's going to be a bit of a theme. Oh, wow. And this is nice. So the King of Cups, I do feel like there will be a strong affectionate partnership developing, or there will be a connection here, I do feel, with the King of Cups. So you could have your eye on someone in fixing things, perhaps letting go of old things, old baggage. It's going to be different for each of you, but yeah, definitely a caring individual kind of showing up. And I do feel a supportive connection as well with the Strength card. I was mentioning it, I think, it might have been group number 2, but Strength card for me is a really big soulmate card for me, or like strong connection, kindred spirits, whatever label you want to put on it. But I feel like that's the one that really, to me, talks about through the thick and thin, you know, type of energy. So beautiful. So let's go ahead and get some charms and see what else could be coming through. Group number 4, love developments in 2022. Okay, so let's see what we have. I want to point out, and I did this to last group, I think, but I don't look at the charms when I'm pulling them. I just kind of go with what I'm feeling. So that's why you might see me grab some, let go some. Like, I'm just kind of doing what I feel. Like, just kind of like how I take my runes. Okay, now let's see. Strong there's constellations here, so there could be some astrologers here, or people who are very much interested in astrology. Astrology might have a lot to do with your developments next year as well. You might just have 10th house. You might have career houses focused, like 6th house transits, 10th house. Maybe the rulers of these, 2nd house, maybe perhaps too. You might have the rulers of these houses also aspected. Let's see. We've got Paris here, so there could be international travel coming up, or foreign people, Europe, that sort of thing, foreign cultures somehow incorporated here. There could be travel as well to a foreign land of some kind, or dealing with somebody from a foreign country. We have the Mirror here. I think some of you might be really looking at yourself in the mirror and seeing a different person by the end of next year. I have a good feeling for a lot of you there's going to be some inner work, inner demons purged, and a lot of our inner demons come from our deep fears and our pain. So don't hate on yourself when you do have toxic traits, or you do, because we all have them in some way. But look at that. We have that. It's like you're looking in the mirror, and I think you're seeing ways you've held yourself back. You've held partnerships back. You've also kind of, there's something here. I think some of you might be really self-reflecting, and as well. So, in however that kind of affects you, I just feel like a lot of growth for you guys. Like, especially, like I said, in terms of your, of how you handle things, and stuff like that too. I feel like you have a lot more control over your life too here with this wand. It's like you've got the control, you've got the wand, you've got the power, and I think you're going to be wielding it too. And again, that might be in cutting toxic energies out of your life too, right? The Snape charm is here, so that almost slipped out of my fingers. Whoa, so we might have some Harry Potter fans here, but Snape, this is actually my sister's charm. When she passed away, I got this from her. And, yeah, so you might have, that Snape can be quite a critical little, I'm trying to think of a nicer word than bastard. That, you know, so again, King of Swords, it's like, even if you felt like critical or difficult or something like that, you might feel a little bit more confident. Again, this could be about healing pain and wounds and stuff like that, because Snape was like somebody who felt very wounded, from the connection, I think, with Harry's mother, and so there might be some stuff there. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to resonate with each of you. There are, I think, a lot of things I could pick from that, so I'll just leave it. We have she believed she could, so she did. So I do, again, see like that sort of focus on creating the life that you want. I also see this leaf, and so seasons could be passing, and you might be passing through a certain season like into the next, and that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Each season brings its next stage of growth, essentially, and I think there's a new era dawning as well, and I think of the leaves, it's like they fall, and you know, it makes way for new growth. So things that haven't been working for you, it's like you're letting go of old things, old patterns, old ideas, maybe old people, old, you know, just that kind of stuff, and letting it go, and, you know, coming out of it a better, you know, fresher person. We also have that elephant with the broken leg, and that to me talks about healing as well. Maybe healing your loyalties again. Maybe if you felt discontent in the loyalty someone's shown you, again, this could be about healing that somehow. I do feel like partnership's important here, though, with the hearts here linked. There is partnership here coming in, so there is some sort of connections that you'll be working through in some way or another, whether you're not in one now and you kind of meet one. We have the clock here, again, timing coming up here, and astrology perhaps, and just like how things work. So the timing might be right for certain things as well to develop. We also have that safety pin too, which could be about like kind of like fixing something, you know, putting it together and that sort of thing. We have love and be loved. So I do feel, like I said, there is a loving connection here. I think that you are coming into encounter somebody who loves you. On a romantic sense, okay? So in your love life, you will be focusing on those in some way, shape, or form, okay? And then we have Gemini and Taurus, so these could be strong placements. Of course, it could indicate communications coming in, and because you know, Mercury rules Gemini, 3rd house, so there could be like short trips, there could be communication. Somebody could be a strong Gemini, there could be strong Taurus somewhere in someone's chart as well. They also say about trustworthy and intelligent. So again, this might be about finding trustworthy connections. We also have Aries here too, so these could be signs that are quite important in regards to the maybe somebody in your life. Okay, so we also have the cross here, so bearing crosses and sacrifice. Some of you might be not sacrificing like you used to, or you might be focusing on not being a martyr. These types of things too. Sometimes some of you might be like really, you know, I've had this thing myself where I've been in therapy about like saying no, you know, and not feeling bad for it. And like sometimes it's like I would be a martyr, but then I'd be resentful for it. And, you know, that hasn't been healthy. So some of you might be even doing something like that, working through that. I don't know if that will be specific just for a few of you, but something to think about. And because I will tell you that when you start to make too many sacrifices, I can tell you from 18 years of relationship that's when the resentments will grow eventually, when you're not being true to yourself and stuff like that. So this might be about letting go of not saying things, even with the King of Swords, in your relationships or in connections. It's like, I'm tired of like keeping my mouth shut. You know what I mean? I'm tired of saying, agreeing to things I don't want to do, or blah 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 blah. Right? It's going to depend on everyone watching, but we have Shakespeare here too, so there could be like sort of a, I don't know, maybe some of you are going to be reading more Shakespeare. You might watch a film with that. Maybe somehow. It says in every fair from fair sometimes declines. And so sometimes this could be about, I think this is actually about getting older, if I remember correctly. So I don't know. There might be something in regards to that. She believed she could, so she did. I also see just so many happy things, like happiness coming in as well. And again, I think the mushroom here implies healing. That's a healing mushroom for me. I feel like it's like healing and communication and such like that, especially because blue to me connects with the throat chakra and like just like communication type of stuff. That's just my feeling with the sword energy, air energy is blue for me. So again, that's just my vibe, my thing. I feel like that's something that we'll be fixing. And then we have the Hello Kitty charm here with the guitar. So of course someone could be a musician, there could be more music involved. It also reminds me a little bit of Mexico and Hawaii in particular. Some of you might be traveling to some sort of location, or there could be something in regards to that. So it's going to probably resonate with people differently, but that's what I'm seeing. So seems like a very eventful year for you guys in 2022 in regards to your development as a person, I think, and in your development in relationships and in your life. I really feel like you guys are making strong career moves and very much focused on stability. So I think there could be really positive developments in that direction too. And that might be a bigger focus for a lot of you guys next year too. So anyway, that is what I'm seeing. I hope you all enjoyed this reading. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. I'm so excited to see what you guys all think, and sending you just so many blessings, lots of love. See you next time.